board decided to bring Russell Martin in the summer, and they're going to back him for as long as they possibly can. But when you look at the fans' reaction over the last few weeks, it's reached a tipping point with them, and I don't see any way back for Russell Martin right now. And you're now looking at a situation where it's going to turn on Patrick Stewart, Kevin Thilwell, and I was at Ibrox on Saturday. It was toxic, but for me and listening to a lot of the Rangers fans, they feel as if the time is already up for Russell Martin, and it's just a matter now. There's protests on Saturday against Patrick Stewart, and as I said, it will turn on Kevin Thilwell soon as well. So the Rangers fans they've definitely had enough. And as I said, when you bring a new manager in, you would expect at least a little bounce, and that's what's happened when the last few have arrived at Ibrox, and then it's frittered away, and there's not been anything to back it up over a period of time. Russell Martin has failed to get a reaction out of the group, and also brought in a lot of new players as well, and failed. So right now, it's not looking good.
Look, you mentioned that protest planned on Saturday. Is there any way that he can get fans back on side?
No, I can't see it now. As I said, the tipping point, was a few weeks ago. I have never ever heard the football stadium like it was on Saturday. The fans have had enough. But for them, I think they're already washed their hands with Russell Martin. It will, and it is going to turn on, the board now, and they have got huge decisions to make. I don't think that Patrick Stewart has ever been a favourite of the Rangers fans, and they're going to turn on him now as well. I don't think that when you look at the damage that's been done on the pitch, but also behind the scenes as well. Every time I speak to somebody, I hear somebody else is leaving, the day-to-day staff. So all is not rosy, not only on the pitch but off it as well. And something's going to have to give.
Well, does this all fall on Russell Martin's head, Kris? Like the situation that Rangers are in, 10th, 5 games played, no wins. Does anyone need to look at the players or above Martin, or does it all fall on the head coach?
I think if you're the head coach or a manager of a football club, then the results are going to come back on you. But I think there is something bigger at play here when you look at it. You take the bench on Saturday. There was over £25 million worth of talent or players on that bench. And when you're signing people for, Chermiti was £10 million and Antman was £4 million, these guys have got to be playing. They have to be playing. Rangers, I don't think it's like days going by where, you're saying to Rangers, where are they getting the money to spend it on players? I think that's changed because you're bringing in players like Fernandes for £3.5 million as a development player, allowing him time to develop. We keep hearing development and a project at Rangers. It's never going to be that. You're never ever. Rangers, you have to win. And that's not been the case for a number of years. So if the hierarchy believes that there's going to be a period of time where they can go and not win games of football to allow someone to bed things in and improve players, it's not going to happen. You need to win. I think the recruitment as well strikes to me as if Rangers have tried to hit the jackpot with every signing, bringing in youngsters, and hopefully they're going to arrive, do well, and then try and sell them on and run it like that. That can't be the case either. I think when you look at any successful business, whether it's on the pitch, it's off the pitch, you've got people that are there, whether on the pitch, if they have a very good season or a bad season, they're still going to turn up the following year because they won't leave. And that is people that know the football club, that are there on a daily basis. Celtic have got it in abundance, through the spine of their team. When you look at Callum McGregor and that, they're there every year. Rangers are so much upheaval all the time. And as I said, you can't continuously try to hit the jackpot with every player that you bring in. If you're bringing them in for £2, £3, £4 million, whatever it is, and then try to sell them for 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't work like that. And, Rangers, the model right now seems to be broken, and they're going to have to fix it very soon because it is not a pleasant place to be or play football right now. Rangers is a very difficult environment. You need strong characters. You need people. It's a great place when you're winning, but when you're not, it's a very difficult place. And I'm not sure that Rangers have the right characters throughout the club to deal with the pressure that's going to come.
OK, well, who is the right character to replace him then?
Listen, there'll be loads of names out there, Bella. I think when you look at it, Russell Martin is still on a job for however long that is. We don't know. But looking at, Steven Gerrard's a name that's never gone away. For me, I go back to the last time. Frank Lampard's name was another one that was mentioned. I know he's doing some wonderful things at Coventry City. Is that out of the equation now? And the obvious one for me would be Sean Dyche. Kevin Thilwell worked with him in the past. If Kevin Thilwell's getting enough. He seems to have a lot of say in the players that are coming in as well. The sporting director. So if that relationship with Sean Dyche is still there, he would be someone that I would maybe look to, because he's shown that he can build football clubs up. And right now, Rangers need a strong character that's going to, build it not only on the pitch but off the pitch, at the training centre and everything right now, because, as I said, it just seems to be so broken, disjointed, and they're going to have to find a way to fix it.